Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Just a quick update about the Solana chart. As you know, we are watching for a potential pullback in wave 4. Doesn't mean that I predict it happens now. It just means that we are watching for it. The risk has increased for this deeper wave 4 pullback before we move higher in a wave 5. That is still the expectation. That wave 5 could take us to around about $93. Maybe even 113, but to be honest, it will depend on how high does the wave 3 go. And if the wave 3 goes higher or not, that literally depends on the $49.40 level. So let's zoom in. We talked about it before. We highlighted that the ideal targets for this third wave, which started down here in September, the ideal targets for this third wave have been reached. That never means it has to turn around. It just means the ideal targets have been reached. That increases automatically the probabilities for a deeper pullback and that we make another step, that we make some progress in this wave count, in this cycle. But the wave 4 is only really a wave 4 as soon as we break below $49.40, because that is our micro support, relevant for wave 3 continuation. So the wave 3 can still extend higher as long as we're holding above that micro support level. Important to understand that just below that level, the larger support area for the larger degree fourth wave is starting between $49.50 and $34.40. Even though if we really get this larger degree fourth wave, I would argue that we will most likely get into this region down there between $34.40 and $40.50, because this is sort of the, we need a healthy wave 4 really. Otherwise we cannot really distinguish it, and we just need that kind of consolidation or pullback in this larger cycle, also because the wave 2 had a certain length. So the wave 4 will likely also have a certain length. Okay, if it already starts from here, or maybe if it gets another extension. Okay, if it continues from here directly in the third wave and gets the wave 4 pullback later, or if we do the pullback now and then move up further, they're basically both the same scenario. In both scenarios, we would like to see still a fifth wave to the upside. So what we're watching here are really just the micro support levels. So let's zoom in. In this microstructure, I shared with you that there is a potential for an extension in two ways. So either we completed here a wave 1 of 5 of 3, and this is a wave 2 pullback, but we need to hold $54.50, which so far the price did. Spot on, reached that area and saw a bounce, but nothing that would convince me really. It's nothing that will tell me with high confidence, or nothing that I would base a view on it to say, okay, the third wave has started, third wave of a fifth wave. But no, it's not enough price action. So this is very weak. What happened? Yes, it got a bounce where it needed to, so we can keep the scenario alive of another extension. But it's just too small to be reliable, that movement. So the other idea is that if we break below $54.50, yes, we could still then reset this wave 4, but that will not work anymore below $49.40. So to keep it very simple, only below $49.40, I can really say that the larger degree fourth wave has started. Until then, further extensions possible to the next targets at $71.20, $79.50, and $93. These are targets that either should be reached within the third wave, which is not very clear because it starts to look a little bit toppy there, and the pullback is due, not necessarily overdue, but it's due, and we're watching for it, or we reach it in the fifth wave. So either way, two bullish scenarios we're tracking. One is more directly bullish, then the pullback, then the further extension in wave 5, or we're doing the pullback right now and then the wave 5. And it literally depends on $49.40. Targets are clear as well. And all I can say is that if we now come down in this larger degree fourth wave, then it would have topped here this third. and this here was a wave A to the downside. We might now form this B wave and then come down in wave C of wave 4. And it could form a bit of a head and shoulders pattern here, yeah? And then we need to take it from there, and that's just speculation, because nobody knows how these will unfold, these corrections. This could be an A wave, then we could get an even larger B wave, and then the C wave down. But or that could take a triangle shape, it could take a WXY, but the wave count itself is not so important in a correction. What is more important is the support, and support is at $34.40. So what we need to observe right now, if I go to the 30-minute chart, are the relevant micro support levels at $54.50 and $49.40. And to really have a first idea that we extend a little higher from here more directly, well, it certainly at the very minimum needs to break above this kind of small price range that we see here, which starts at $59.30, goes here all the way up to $60.50. So there's a bit of a resistance area here, and then it could go and needs to break above the $68.20 level then. So there is not much more to add. It's been a slow Saturday for Solana, but let's see how it can progress and if it can get another extension in. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. On Twitter and Insta, you can find additional content, short-term market updates, by far not as many as we send to our gold members, but there are some. Also, you can get access to some psychological, trading psychology tips, Elliott wave tips, technical analysis stuff, trading stuff. You can find it all there. So yeah, maybe you want to check it out. And have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.